There is a website you can go to get information on the cost of living in the community of settlement. This website is called numbeo.com. In particular, you want to go to the page called Cost of Living. So do a Google search for Numbeo Cost of Living, and you should land on this page here. You can start by selecting the country, Canada, and then you want to select the city in Canada. So I think we're going to select Hamilton, Ontario. It also tells you which cities are nearby, such as Oakville, Guelph, Brampton, Kitchener, Toronto. So I know I have the correct location. And you want to ensure that your currency is selected as Canadian dollars, which is the default. Now, this gives you the average cost of living for persons who live in this area. And this data is compiled by people who contribute information that live in these areas. And so at the top here, you see for restaurants, if somebody was to go out and eat an inexpensive meal at a restaurant, they would generally spend $20 Canadian. And I would agree that's relatively average in a cost for purchasing an inexpensive meal at a restaurant in Hamilton, Ontario. And it can give you even further breakdowns. If they purchased a beer or a cappuccino, generally they'd spend about $5 for a cappuccino. And then it gets into markets. How much does it cost for a gallon of milk, a loaf of fresh bread? So these are general estimates of how much you can anticipate that the refugee family may be spending to get basics for their groceries. And on average, how much they're going to spend for transportation, on average, their utilities, for leisure activities, for childcare, clothing and shoes, and on average, how much the rent is per month in this location. And so this is very valuable information for you to use when you are inputting the information for your settlement plan.